You might think that there's a lot of steps to buying a house, but did you actually know there are just 7 real steps? Sure, everyone will tell you the process is long and complicated, but really they're just 7 steps. I'll break them down in just a sec. But first, I'm Kelly with Pro Home Buying, and I help people understand and improve their finances before they buy a house, and I want to help you better understand the home buying process. Now, I teach a lot of first-time home buyers, and in the beginning, when I was breaking it down for them, I just assumed that everybody knew the steps that it took to buying a house, and I guess you know what they say about assuming, right? Something about it not being something you should do or something like that. But anyway, what I'm about to teach you are the simplified version of what I literally spend hours teaching other people. So the first step is knowing and understanding your finances and starting a financial plan and goal planning. So how much do you make? How much are your monthly expenses? What do you have left over for a housing payment? That kind of stuff. And make sure to include all your expenses for your new housing payment. And try this new payment out to see if it works for you. Do you need to repair your credit score? Start by working on that. What about saving more or paying down debt? Go ahead and make a plan for this on what your goals are by the time that you want to buy a house and start developing a plan in order to do so. This is really where the majority of your time should be spent up front and learning before the loan process and making sure those numbers don't change throughout the process. Step 2, deciding what you really need in a house. Start looking at homes in your area, seeing the different price ranges. You can check Zillow or anything like that. After you've decided how much you can afford, look at what you can buy in your area. Look at your wants versus your needs. Is the location the most important thing or space more important to you? Make sure you're being realistic and sticking to your budget. Remember, the first home might not be your dream home. I really, truly wish it was. But just remember that you might have to make some compromises. And what's the most important thing for you on that? Step 3, decide who you can trust. Start looking at a real estate agent, lender, banks and stuff in your area. Decide who can best help you through the process. Ask everyone you know who they would recommend. Check out reviews on the internet and start making a list. Call up the ones that make that short list and ask them questions that are most important to you. Like, do you work with first-time home buyers? What's some advice you'd give to them? And then with the bank, go ahead and get a good faith estimate for them so you can compare low programs, closing costs, interest rates, and everything like that for your specific situation and see what programs they offer. Make sure they're answering your questions, returning your phone calls in a timely manner, and you feel comfortable with them. When you're cited on a bank, make sure to get pre-approved, not pre-qualified. Give them your tax returns, pay stubs, bank statements, and everything else you can think of. Step 4, you've looked at houses, you've found the one you want. Go over all the property documents and make sure there isn't any major issues. Make sure it's a good investment and the payment makes sense. Is it in a good area? What did the last house in that area sell for in roughly the same size and condition as the one you're buying? How does it compare? Ask your realtor their advice for their investment, and if you get in a bidding war, make sure not to go over a predetermined price or more than the house is worth. When you decide on a price, then you go under contract. Make sure you understand everything in the contract. If you don't know, ask, and don't be afraid to have anyone else look it over. Pay attention to the dates on the contract and make sure it works for you. Step 5, you're going to begin the actual loan process. Your realtor and bank will be working hard ordering appraisals, inspections, title insurance, and anything else that's required for real estate in your area. One thing I promise you, it's going to be totally annoying, and you're going to probably have to give them stuff probably 2 or 3 times, but give them stuff to them as soon as possible. And they can't turn around super quick, so the sooner they have it, the sooner that you can get final loan approval. And at this time, do not change a thing, please, without checking with your lender. I'm serious. Any changes that affect your credit, income, assets without alerting the lender could cause you to be denied for the loan and potentially even cost you a lot of money. So step 6, at this time, pat yourself on the back. You've made it through the loan process. You've made it through the really difficult parts. Once you get final loan approval, it means they've cleared everything, all of their annoying hurdles, everything that they've asked for the loan process. The title company or bank will tell you how much you're going to need to bring to the closing table. It'll be in what's called a settlement statement, and this will be very similar to your good faith estimate, or it should be. So compare everything and question anything that looks wrong. Get your funds wired to the title company or whoever's handling your closing as soon as possible. Remember, it takes up to 5 to 7 days to move the money around, so plan ahead. And plan for your moving date. Take time off work and make sure to plan enough time to really review the documents and not rush through it. Step 4, congrats, you own a house. So after you sign the papers and gotten the keys, now's the fun part, right? Make your new house your own. Keep up on preventative maintenance. And most important, make sure you get your documents from the loan payments and set up automatic payments to make those payments on time. And keep saving, keep up on maintenance, and enjoy your new house. You've totally earned it. Hope that helps you understand the process a little bit better. Also, I just started a free Facebook group where I answer your questions and offer free resources and tips. So feel free to join. I put the link somewhere in the comments below. If you liked it, please feel free to comment below or share it. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Talk to you soon.